Like in 2016, they blamed Bernie and Bernie supporters for Hillary Clinton not winning because Bernie didn't campaign for them hard enough.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, how do you blame your own? It's like, I can understand how somebody could have like the slip and say, "Oh, we should blame, the other party people for not voting for us," but to blame the people that are in your own party.
And this is what really confuses me about people, at least Democrats I know and people I talk to, people I trust, people I think are like smart people. I don't understand why they're Democrats. Because
All right, go into that a little bit more. Don't just
because what they agree with and what they want, Democrats don't want to give them, and Democrats don't believe them. Democrats don't want them. So, places where Democrats did win.
Well, it's because they probably vote Democrat for office, but vote Republican for the Senate.
Well, Democrats who did win their seats in the House or the Senate, guess what they ran on? It's written down there, but you can guess.
Why?
Medicare for all.
Okay.
So what the Democratic Party, the people in the party who vote for them want, is someone who will run for them to give them what they want. Medicare for all, minimum wage, legal weed, all things Joe Biden doesn't want. All things Kamala Harris doesn't want. All things the people who didn't win their seats in the Senate don't want. So who should Democrats really be blaming? Fucking themselves.
Yeah, I guess they're right for blaming. Well, I don't know. That seems kind of dumb. Wait, Biden doesn't want Medicaid?
He wants a public option.
Oh, okay.
That's a public option, which typically I would actually do agree with. But in a time of a pandemic, you need Medicare for everybody.
You need to do something.
You need UBI for everybody. You need living wages for these essential workers.
Yeah.
I'm shocked we haven't seen strikes from grocery stores.
Yeah, I'm
shocked. So the time with the Democrat and the future Democratic Party is that they are shying away and moving away from their base and moving more central, which is more Republican ideals. You know why? Because they don't need to appeal to that base. At least for the president, they're going to vote for them anyway. But for the Senate, where it actually matters, they're not going to vote. They don't vote for them. And you can see this in a direct ballots for individual states. 4 states legalized weed. A few more made it medicinal. Oregon legalized everything. Florida raised the minimum wage. Those are Democratic viewpoints that the people want. The Democratic senators who are running don't want. So they lose.
Wait, all right, go over that. So the Democrats don't want that.
So Joe Biden does not favor legal weed.
Okay.
He does not favor $15 minimum wage. He does not favor the Green New Deal. He does not favor Medicare for all. Something...
I don't think anybody favors a Green New Deal.
Something Democrats poll with very high. Even Republicans favor Medicare for all.
Yeah.
At least according to polls.
Okay.
So take that for a grain of salt.
No, I will.
Salt.
Yeah.
But a Fox News poll, closing poll, 78% favored some sort of Medicare for all.
Huh.
So the future Democratic Party is... they're fucked.
Yeah, kind of screwed. Well, because they went too far left.
Who went too far left?
Democratic Party.
The leaders or the voters?
The leaders. The leaders went too far left.
No, that's the whole point. They're not going left at all.
No, I think the leaders strung out this too far left agenda that they couldn't actually back up. Because they know it's not practical. And so what they've done is they've wasted time and they've alienated more people. And so now you've got people that just don't care for it. Because it's not something they ever wanted. They used it to try to galvanize the extremists.
Yeah. Like the kind of people that Democrats want, for better or worse, people like AOC, People like Bernie, people like Rashida Tlaib, people like Ilhan Omar, people like the Squad. Those are the kind of people Democrats want. People who support what they need. We're going to fight for what they need. But the problem with that is, once they get in, the problem with the Squad, they follow the lead of Nancy Pelosi, who also doesn't want whatever the fuck you want.
No, I don't think people care about the far left.
But that's how Democrats win, if they appeal to the far left.
No, they didn't.
That's my point.
They didn't.
They didn't because they didn't appeal to them.
No, I think they tried to appeal to them, and they didn't.
But then how come they didn't support the things that are voted in the states?
What?
All right, so you see those 4 bullet points, for legal weed, medicinal weed.
Yeah.
All those things, if a Democrat ran on those 4 things, they won their state and for Senate or House. If they didn't, they lost.
Okay.
So the leaders in the Democratic Party are not supporting the far left, and they're going to lose for it.
I wouldn't consider those things far left. They're left ideas, but they're not far left.
Medicare for all is far left.
I don't think that's far left.
So what do you define as far left?
The more aggressive social ones.
People think Medicare for all is socialist.
Not socialist, social points.
Oh, like social divide?
Yeah, social divide stuff.
Like police?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't think that really appeals to me because realistically those things aren't so finite.
Okay, so the Democratic Party isn't appealing to what you define as...
That's far left. No.
Okay, so what you define as center, like regular left, center left?
I'd say no. It's standard. It's standard Democrat. The far left is liberal.
All right, well they don't support that either. Then
They support Democrats.
the Democratic leadership is not supporting what you define as the regular left.
I think the leadership tries to go far left publicly a lot to try to get more people. I don't think that appeals to more people. It's the normal Democrats, the standard Democrats, where you're Democrat near center. The Democrat nearest to center is what most people are, just like the Republican nearest to center are what most people are. Mm-hmm. Most people are nearest to center. And they try to galvanize the super far left, the super far right to come with them. But realistically, the middle people, which is the majority, don't really care for that too much because they think it's too much.
Right. The far left. As they probably should get away from the far left.
No, exactly, but they don't in their rhetoric, and that's what's going to really break them.
Well, see, what I think is going to really break them is that they're not listening to anybody on the left. Because if Democratic senators ran on Medicare for all, a UBI, a living wage, legal weed, they would have won. It would have been a big blue wave everyone wanted.
But, I kind of disagree with that.
But they didn't.
I think some regions just disagree with that in general. I don't think that guarantees you victory.
They would have had a much better chance.
I don't know. I don't know if it does. Some places, yeah, for sure. But I think across the board, probably, I think that'd be county. If you did county by county or whatever, or state by state, I think it'd be a bit more difficult.
Well, I guess we're playing a hypothetical game then.
No, exactly. That's why I don't play it.
Fuck you then.